Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? You shouldn't be able to see me, but if you can hear me, let me know in the chat. Let me know how everything sounds, and if you can hear me, then put an emoji of a... Let's do a pancake. Put an emoji of a pancake in the chat if you can hear me. And please let me know if I'm too loud. I think I might be too loud right now, so I'll turn myself down just a little bit, but maybe the music's too loud too? I don't know. Let me know in the chat. We are voting right now on what the vibe should be for today's dinosaur. So vote now. It's between fruit, sports, science, or fantasy. So you can vote on what you want the vibe to be, and we're gonna come up with our dinosaur on the spot today during the live stream. In the meantime, though, I am going to go grab all my crochet stuff because I am a goofball and forgot to grab a crochet hook and some yarn and some safety eyes. So I'll be back in just a second. But yes, in the meantime, let me know how everything sounds and vote on the vibe. Be on in a sec. All right, let's rock and roll. We are going to be just chilling today. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello. How are you today? Oh, looks like the camera got all wonky. I can fix that. There we go. Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I am having a nice chill Sunday with my coffee, and I'm chilling. Check out how cute this coffee cup is, by the way. Here, I'll show you on the cam. Isn't this cute? I got this when I got married. We got married at the Botanical Gardens, and yeah, I got this when I got married. It's supposed to look like a pot of, like, for a plant, and it's just so cute, and I love it. Anyhow, hi everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday and just having a nice chill Sunday. Today we're going to be crocheting a dinosaur based on your suggestions, so I do need your votes in the chat now. So if you can, please vote now. We're voting between a fruit, like we're voting for the vibe. So we're voting fruit, fantasy, science, or sports vibes. So go ahead and vote now, and then we're just going to take it one step at a time as we get voting. Let me go ahead and thank you for all the little hearts, whoever's given those in the live stream right now. Let's go ahead and end the vote. Oh, well, hold on. It is a tie vote. So let's just let it go for a second. We'll talk about a little bit about how you can support this channel if you're interested in supporting it, and then we'll move on and get crocheting. We're just going to be making a dino today, though. Chilling. Just having a fun day, hanging out with you guys. Okay, so first off, if you like this video and you think it's cool, like it down below. Please like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit the little bell icon so you don't miss when we come out with new videos. We do new live streams every week. I tried to do it on Friday, but my power went out on Friday, so we missed the live stream on Friday. But normally we do streams on Fridays at 3 p.m. and now Sundays at 3 p.m. about like every other Sunday. If you like what we're doing right now and you want to support us monetarily, well, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. There's a few ways you can do so. Probably the best way is with the Club Crochet membership. Members get early access to future patterns. They get access to the exclusive library of tutorials. I come out with new ones all the time. In fact, we literally just yesterday came out with a new tutorial for how to crochet an itsy bitsy gnome. They're so cute. This is our newest Amigurumi pattern. These are patterns that are designed with no sewing and less than 100 stitches. So these are all made in only 95 stitches total. They're really cool and available now on the website for members. And yeah, and they're also on sale right now too. So if you want to purchase the pattern and you don't want to get a membership, no worries. It's on sale today for only $1.50. It's so cheap. So if you want to support this channel, that's probably a great way to do so. But really a membership is the best way to do so. And I really appreciate anybody who's in the chat that's a member. If you are a member and in the chat, say hi. Say, hey, I'm a member. That would be cool. Let's see, other ways you can support this channel. There's merch and kits in the store. We have a brand new seasonal kit for Woolly Woods, which includes all the materials to make, guys, how many things? We're making so many different stuff this season. And one of them is our little gnomes, but also we're making pet rocks. We're making, you know what? A few things that I'm not able to share, but, a Bigfoot, I can share that one. Another pattern that's coming this week that is a secret, but we'll get to it later. There's also merch in the store. We have pins. We have a bunch of different dinosaur pins right now in the store. We're actually running a little low on them, so if you want to get some dino pins, I would order them now because we had to reserve a bunch of them for Lava Run kits. So by the way, if you are a supporter of Lava Run and you have any questions about about Lava Run, let me know in the chat. I can absolutely help out and share any info that you might want. Let's see, what else, dudes? Let's see, we got merch kits, yada yada boda bida babo beep kalbada bobo. Let's end the poll. Let's see what you guys got for me. Fantasy. Okay, I actually didn't expect you to say that. All right, so we got a fantasy themed dinosaur. All right, so that's a good start. We can start there. Now let's vote on which dinosaur. So we want to make it fantasy themed. And in fact, actually, if you're in the chat right now and you got any thoughts or ideas, let me know. When I think fantasy, you know, we got fairies, we've got like goblins, trolls, orcs, things like that. We've got armor. We could do like a knight. Actually, that could be kind of cool. What if we made like a dinosaur that was like armored up? Like it was like a knight. Maybe, what if... Okay, what if we did... What if we did a T-Rex? Because we haven't made a T-Rex in a second. What if we made a T-Rex with like a helmet? Like a knightly T-Rex. With, so let's just, I'm going to just draw just like our base pattern for the T-Rex really quick. And we'll base it off of that. So this is kind of what the T-Rex looks like already. He's like that, and then he's got little legs. And then he's got little arms. And then, of course, he's got his little tail. And then he's got spikes down the back. Terrible spikes, but whatever. You get the gist. So that's the normal T-Rex pattern. What if we give him, like, a helmet? And I actually have a great way to do that. So we give him, like, a helmet like that. With, like, the, you know, like an old-fashioned-y... Not old-fashioned, but, you know, like a... What are those things called? You know, like a knight's helmet. So it goes like that over it. So he's got like this cool helmet, and then we'll put like maybe like a little do they have like flags or like a feather? We could do like a feather on the top, like that could be kind of cool. And then we could give him actual armor. We could do little shoulder pads maybe, and like a big chest plate thing. And then maybe we could give him a shield even, and a sword. You know? What do we think? We could do that. Other options, we could do a fairy. Maybe we could do like a raptor fairy. That could also be really cute. So, you know, like a little... I'm just draw that one really quick. The raptors actually look, in the beginning, look very similar. So they're kind of like this, and then they're kind of like skinnier. And then he's got the little legs. So we could do like little fairy wings. And maybe even a little tutu or something. That could be pretty funny. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see. What else gives fairy vibes, guys? Oh, a triceratops, but it's a unicorn. So it's a unitops. I like that idea too. Or a dino turned into a dragon. That's also pretty good. Okay. So I say we put this to a vote. So we can do... Yes. Okay. I really like what's going on here. So we got... Okay. Help. We got, T-Rex Knight. How do you spell knight? Like that. We've got a Raptor Fairy. I like both of those ideas. I like the Unicorn Triceratops. And then I think it'd probably be best to be like a Raptor Dragon. Maybe. Or a T-Rex Dragon. Either one would actually be totally fine. But I think it'd be one of those two, right? A Velociraptor is cute. That's a really cute name for it, too. Let's go with a Dragon Raptor. Okay. So go ahead and vote on which one of those ideas you think works best, and we'll just kind of like, we're just going to ad-lib it. The base pattern is going to be based off of our dinosaur-themed patterns, which if you want to learn how to crochet these dinosaurs that we're making today, check out the link right here at clubcrochet.com/dinos. That's where I keep all my dino patterns. I do video tutorials for every single one, by the way, so if you want to learn how to crochet, a lot of these are built to teach you how to crochet. I'm just going to show you a few examples really quick of what we're making, just so you have some ideas. There's a bunch of different dinos in here, but this is what the Triceratops kind of looks like. Here's a little T-Rex that I made. Pretty cute. And here's a little Stegosaurus. There are actually too many. There's an insane amount of these little dinosaurs on the website and tutorials. So if you want to get one, check it out there. You know, if we do make a unicorn Triceratops, which I definitely think would be fun. If we do make that, maybe we also make a little gnome mount for it. So a gnome is like riding a little unicorn Triceratops. That could be hilarious. Oh man, there's so many good ideas here. Oh man. Oh, and the vote is so tight right now. Wow, wow, wow. It is a close vote, my friends. Okay, well, go ahead and keep voting in the chat. I'm going to try to get the vote to... We got a lot of people watching right now. By the way, hi, everybody watching. Thanks for joining. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you do, please like this video down below and subscribe to the channel. I'm just going to put these other dinosaurs in the background just so people that join in can see what we're kind of making. I think it'll help us out in the long run of, you know, people join in the live streams all the time and they're like, what are you doing? So this will be an easier way for us to be like, that's what we're doing. We're also going to need color choices. Now, of course, if we're making, like, the color choices are going to, it's going to be a lot of help knowing what we're making when we choose our colors. But I would say that probably what we're going to end up using is, if we're doing the fairy, we're probably going to want to do pink. If we're doing the raptor, or if we're doing the T-Rex knight, it might want to be like a red so that it works really well with like the grays of the armor. The unicorn obviously would be kind of like a white or maybe even a rainbow. It's going to totally depend on your guys' vote, though. Go ahead and keep voting. We're at 30 votes, actually. That's pretty good. So we'll let it go just a second longer. In the meantime, I am going to pull up the tutorial on my computer or my iPad right here so that we're ready to rock and roll. I typed rock when I said that because I can only do so many things at once. I watched a video the other day with Hank Green. Where's the poll? It's in the chat, actually, itself. So if you're looking in the chat, Shiny Nichols, it's in the chat. There's a thing that says, that's a poll, and it says help with an exclamation point. That is what we're working off of right now. So I watched a video this week. Hank Green has been doing a series of videos where he's talking to just other creators about just like creativity and questions that he can answer. So like there'll be random questions like I don't know, they're dependent on the different people, but one of the questions that they asked in a recent episode was, how many things can someone do at once? And Hank Green was basically like, well, it depends like how much, if you have muscle memory on something, because if you have muscle memory on a certain thing, then it's a lot easier to do multiple things with that, but you can't really do multiple things at once. Anyhow, I was just thinking about that recently with these live streams, because I have I can do these live streams pretty easily, crocheting with my hands and reading the chat and talking to the chat, and it's not like really too big of a problem for me. And I realized that it's just because I have this muscle memory of crocheting. I know how to crochet, so like I've been doing it now for almost 20 years. So like it's just part of who I am. I just think that's kind of interesting. And also you should check that video out. It's really good. I think it's called Ask Hank Anything, something like that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end the poll now. We have, the vote has been cast. We are making a Raptor fairy. Okay, that changes things slightly. I mean, we did draw it out a little bit, but let's draw it again really quick. First off, let me get a Raptor so that we can use it as like our base and understand what we're making. If I have one somewhere here. I haven't made a Raptor actually in a while. This will be interesting. Sorry, one second. I just realized that the Raptor is buried. There are a bunch of things. Oh, here. We'll just use... Here, you know what? This is the closest Raptor that I have right now. Is this cute little sheriff Raptor that I made in the past. But this actually will really help us like visualize this a lot. So we definitely want like the base Raptor pattern, but we definitely want it to have fairy wings. I actually really like the idea of purple for the fairy. Purple or pink. Do we go green like a little tutu in green? Or maybe actually a tutu should be pink, huh? Okay, so I think the tutu is going to have to be sewn on after the fact. It'll just make our lives a lot easier if we don't actually sew the tutu on. Same thing with the wings. We'll probably have to add them after the fact. What other kind of things could we add to this fairy to make them more fairy? You know? Like hair? Maybe? A flower crown. See, Ava's got it. A flower crown is a great idea. Okay, so I really like the flower crown idea because we can actually use our embroidery thread to make really tiny flowers like we did. We made a hippie pterodactyl a few weeks ago with a flower crown that used that. A wand, of course, a wand. The doy. Great suggestion there. Okay, so we got. And if we want if we want the tutu to be pink, then we're gonna want the color of the raptor itself to be something that complements pink. So let me grab the pink so that we know what kind of pink we're using. Should I go with like a fuzzy pink, do you think? Or do you think it should be more of like a, oops, I'm sorry, Mr. Camera. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to touch you. Chill. Gosh, you get so touchy when I touch you. We could do like the cotton pink, or we can do a different color, like a fuzzy pink. You know, fuzzy pink might look pretty cool. Let me go grab the fuzzy yarn real quick. Here's what a regular pink would look like. Sorry, Jimbo. I have fuzzy pink somewhere. You know, I think I have some more fuzzy pink somewhere. This is almost like a peach more than a pink. But I do have fuzzy pink somewhere too. I don't think we used it all. Just don't know where I put it. There's also rainbow. Here's rainbow. You know, I don't know where my ultra fuzzy pink is. But you know what? Fuzzy might not be the best option anyhow. There's also this fuzzy green that we have. We could use this one too. But we need also a base color too. I really think purple might look good. I don't know why, but fairy says purple to me. Blue would work too. Ah, love that. Yeah, that's a really good feedback, Zoe. Zoe says that a green tutu, more nature vibes, less ballerina vibes. I love that feedback. That's a really good feedback. So, what goes really good with green? We could either use this fuzzier green. I think that's really, really good feedback. We could do more of like a... We could really do like a verdant pink. Verdant green, like this. Like a really bright green. Or we could do more of like a nature green that's like in the kits. We could do like this forest green. Or we could do a sage green. But regardless, we need a color for the main thing. So, okay, so I like the blue, I like pink, and I like purple for the main body of our fairy raptor. So why don't we vote on that? We're going to vote between blue, pink, and purple for the main color of our raptor right now. Let's go do that. Main color. We got blue, we got pink, and I'll grab purple to show you that too. And we're going to vote on that. Here's purple. Here's purple. So those are the options. Blue, pink, or purple as the main color of our raptor. I need that vote. And then we'll base the tutu off of that later. Right? Okay, well, while you're voting on that, I know I'm going to make teeth. So I'm just going to go ahead and crochet the teeth right now because I know we're going to need them anyhow, and I know exactly the color, white. And I probably should pull up the pattern because for some reason it closed on me. Raptor. Yeah, I like where this is going. Oh, and I get to vote too. I think what would work best with cream? Oh man, it's gonna be a hard to choose this. Oh wow, and the vote is split again. Guys, you are having a hard time choosing things. Which is great. I love that. I think that's a lot of fun. All right, so we got 1, 2, and 3 chains for the teeth. I pull it tight, and then I just single crochet into the first chain that we made. That's pretty easy. And then chain 1. And there we go. We've got a tooth. Wow, I wasn't expecting to make a fairy raptor today, but you know what? That's the joy of these live streams, is that I don't know what I'm gonna make before I make it. So it is very fun. These streams are always really fun for me. 1, 2, 3. Pull tighter. And put that in there. Well, probably, by the way, if you're watching live right now and you're wondering how long is this gonna last, we're making a raptor, so maybe not that long. I would say we'll probably be going until about maybe 5 p.m. my time. So about an hour and a half from now. I would expect it'll take about that long. Might take a little bit longer. But it totally depends on if we mess up or not. Okay, how many votes we got so far? We got 32 votes already for the color. I need just a few more votes, and then we'll call it. I'll go to 35 votes before I end the vote. Oh, you know what? Even with 35 votes, it's not gonna matter. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it won't matter. Blue is it. You have chosen blue. Pretty sufficiently chose blue. All right, we got a blue fairy. Okay, chat. More questions about this fairy for you. What can we add to the fairy? Oh, that's right. We said a flower crown. Do you think we should add hair too, or is that kind of weird? Maybe that's a little weird. Like a raptor shouldn't really have hair, right? I don't know. What do you guys think, chat? I'm thinking that maybe we don't add hair. Maybe just the flower crown would be enough. Maybe. I don't know. Hi, Jimbo. Jimbo wants to say hi. Do you want to say hi, buddy? Come here. Come here. Come. Oh, no. You're going to unplug the... Okay, good. Come here. My kitty wants to say hi. Hold on. There we go. Hey, buddy. Say hi to chat. Wow, you look purple. Your head's not coming through on the... For some reason, it's picking it up as green. I don't know why. How are you today? You're very purry. Can you hear him purring? He's very cute. He's a good boy. He's been really sneezy recently. So we've been having to keep an eye on him. Just to make sure that he's feeling okay. Because the sneeziness is scariness. He's always been a little sneezy, but recently he's been sneezing like a lot. Like multiple times a day, shooting snot rockets, and it sucks. I feel so bad for him too. So we're doing everything we can to keep him feeling all right. If he's still sneezing this much, because it's been a couple weeks now of being boogery, so we might take him to the vet tomorrow. But we'll see. I'm sure he's fine. He's always been sneezy. It's just... I don't know. I think it's... Honestly, I kind of think it's allergies. Which is so funny, a cat with allergies, but... I think it might be that. All right. Continue on here. We are making our raptor, and if you are crocheting along with me, I am just getting started on the head. I'm on round 2 of the head, but I don't know if anybody else is also crocheting a raptor or not today. Are you? Let me know. Chat, what are you making? What are you doing today? I hope you're having a great Sunday, but what are you doing on your Sunday? You having a chill Sunday? Leaf Sauce. Hi, Leaf Sauce. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Leaf Sauce. Did you just come out with a pattern for a traffic cone? Was that you, Leaf Sauce? I remember seeing that online, and it looked really, really cleanly crocheted. I'm pretty sure it was you. And if it was you, you used my color changing technique in it, and it was really cool to see. But I don't know if that was you or not. I thought I saw something on Instagram. I've been trying to avoid going on Instagram too often because it makes me sad. Like it does not make me happy. I don't feel great when I am on Instagram. So I try to avoid it as much as I can, but every now and then I go on there and I see, a few people that I follow, and Leaf Sauce, you're one of them. 1, 2, 3. Where was I at here? I'm on round 3. Oh, cool. We're making the nostrils in this round, I believe. So that's 1, 2, 3. Nostril. No, that can't be right. Is that really? Ooh. Wow. Did you hear that neck crack? That was crazy. I'm popping. Yeah, no, it was like a perfect, honestly, it was like a perfect traffic cone, Leaf Sauce. Like legitimately perfect. I loved it. It was great. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're on the right round. 1, 2, 3. Nose up to there. Oh, maybe it's nose to there, and then 1, and then nose up to there. That must be it. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Nose to there. Oopsies. I grabbed the wrong yarn. There we go. Let's try this again. This music's kind of funny. I don't know what it is. I just put on like a Nintendo Adventure Classic kind of music, so if you don't like it, sorry. Let me know in the chat. I can always change it too. I don't know if it's too loud also. And then after that, we have 8 single crochets to get around to the other end. Okay. Yeah, I see how that looks right. I don't know why. It just feels wrong to me, though. I don't know. You know what? I'll just keep going. Hey, this is from Hollow Knight. I love Hollow Knight. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Eyelashes. Oh, we'll definitely be tossing in eyelashes, Doom Kitty. By the way, hi, Doom Kitty. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a great day. Nice, chill Sunday for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be right there, I believe. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay, let's keep on going. The mini disco ball. You know, it's so funny. The mini disco ball, I wanted to get a I had that idea for that video that you were just talking about. If you don't know, I have a YouTube short that I just released literally this morning for a for Gemma Geode, which was a rock we crocheted a few weeks ago. Here. Boop. This gal right here, who is freaking awesome. By the way, it is the last chance. If you want to submit an entry into the rock challenge, enter it now. You can find it at clubcrochet.com/rock. It is very much like the last chance. We are closing it tomorrow. So if you want to crochet a pet rock, you can crochet any kind of pet rock you want and submit it to the challenge at clubcrochet.com/challenge. And we are choosing our 4 favorites this week, and then you guys are going to vote on your favorite of those 4. So that is the goal. But it is your last chance to submit a picture. Honestly, there weren't that many submissions. I think we only had like I think we have only got like in the 40s right now, 30s maybe. So your chances are actually not bad. So yeah, and you should enter it if you can. Even if you don't think you're gonna win, I think it's really, really fun to do, and also it's just really fun to see what the community builds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more right here. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these challenges. They're a little exhausting for me to run, but they're a lot of fun too. Okay, now I'm making. Oh wait, no, I need to get back around first. Yeah, we need a little. So, oh, that's right. We're making a Velociraptor, right? Like, that's a great name. Velociraptor. That was coined by Zoe. Oh, dude! Oh my god, Josie! Thank you for your support. I forgot to mention that was even a great way to support the channel. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. That really means a lot to me, Josie. Josie supported by donating. So thank you so much. They tipped. They tipped for $10. That really means a lot to me, Josie. You know what? I'm gonna add a little guy to the background. Let's add a gnome. I'll add a gnome for anybody that supports during the live stream to the background. So Josie, we'll add a girl gnome for you. This little gal right here. She's so cute. This is you, Josie. Thank you so much for your support. We're gonna go ahead and put the gnome right here during the live stream for supporting. I really appreciated that. That was really nice. By the way, they said first time watching the stream. Love the dino patterns and cute cat. Hope your cat feels better soon. It's getting quite late here. Wish you a great day, evening, night. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. That was really nice. It's always surprising when people tip. It's very nice to see. And yeah, it's just really cool. Okay, let me keep going though. Let's see, where was I? We did one single crochet there, and then we got one into this back loop, which is right here. Right? Yeah. And then we decrease. 1. And then we single crochet 2. 1 and 2. This is, by the way, if you haven't made this Raptor pattern, it is a very unique pattern of mine. It's one of those very optimal patterns. I have a joy of making all like extremely optimized crochet patterns where every single stitch is exactly where it needs to be. And this pattern is no exception. It is very like, it's tiny, you know, so there's only so many stitches in it. And it's I don't know. Whenever I make one of these, whenever I remake one of them too, I'm always very like, wow, Louie, what the heck? You're crazy, man. It's cool. It's always cool to see. Okay, we're going to now sew on the lip. Sew on the teeth under the lips. And someone said that we should add eyelashes to the eyes. I think that's a good idea too. So we're gonna do that. We need to vote on something here too. Oh no, I know what we need to do. We need to start grabbing names. I like Velociraptor, so I think that's like gonna be the species, if you will. And then after that, we need like an actual name for this raptor. Yeah. We were talking, me and Zoe and Cooper the other day were talking about, by the way, Zoe and Cooper are the moderators on this channel. So say hi, Zoe. Zoe's here right now, so hi, Zoe. Thank you for joining, by the way, Zoe. Super appreciated. Saw that you're working on a house renovation. That's exciting. That's super exciting. But anyhow, we were talking about patterns on the website, and one thing that I've been wanting to do on our site, I don't know I don't know how many people are watching the stream that are actually like members or use the website too much for patterns, but The website's really cool. We've spent a lot of time and effort into building the clubcrochet.com website into like a real hub for crochet patterns, and we've really like trying to put a lot of effort into making it more of a community space and stuff. And we're working on new features for the site coming soon, like very, very soon. And one of the things that we were talking about was making like unlockable patterns, where if you crochet certain things or you perform certain actions on the website, you unlock hidden patterns on the site. So an example of that would be like if you were to crochet what was a good example of that, Zoe? We had like a really good one. Like if you were to crochet a pet rock, the pet rock pattern on the website, and you were to crochet a T-Rex pattern on the website, and then mark it complete. That's going to be a new feature on the site. Is we're going to have ways for you to like mark patterns completed, and upload pictures if you want to, and you could see other people's crocheting. Whatever. I'm going a little in depth here, but the point is, if you were to finish 2 of those patterns, and we found like we see them marked as completed on the website, then you'll automatically unlock or untangle an alternative pattern for like this. So it'll be like, oh, okay, you made a pet rock, great. You made a T-Rex. Well, now you can make a T-Rox, a rock T-Rex. So, and then a bunch of different. So like every time we've been doing these live streams, we've been making these kind of they're not really like full patterns. They're more just like modification patterns. I just think it'd be a really fun way to make the website more interactive and like kind of gamified. I'm always trying to like gamify the website just because I really like it when sites are gamified. So yeah, I'm just trying to make more things that you can like unlock on the site, or like badges. If you join 5 live streams in a row, you get a badge that says like, I don't know. Just some thoughts that we've had. If you guys have any ideas like that, let me know in the chat. We're always open. I always like to hear what the community thinks and wants to add. Sometimes I put a lot of effort into these little ideas that I get. And I don't know. Sometimes maybe I put too much effort into these fun little ideas, and I should be putting more effort into making new patterns and stuff. But I just get excited. Yeah. All right, we're gonna add an eye right here, and don't worry, we're gonna add eyelashes to it too. But I think that's a good spot for one of the eyes, and then we'll put the other eye right. I think right here. Let's see how those look. So one's right there, one's right there. Hey, that's pretty good, right? They're in the right spots on the face, I think. We got the teeth on there. I like those. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and lock those into place. That's pretty good. Yeah. How's everybody's week been, by the way? Hope you guys had a wonderful week. Hope it was really nice and chill, and yeah, I just hope you had a good week. I had kind of a weird week, I'm gonna be honest. My week was, I don't know, I feel like I'm battling a bummer. I'm battling the bummers right now sometimes. And this week was one of those. It was one of those weeks. And yeah, I've just been kind of struggling with just being bummed sometimes. So I've been trying to crochet my way through it and just kind of resting, and yeah, sometimes I just need to like work my way through the big bummers, or just have a project. Having a project really helps a lot. I don't even know why. It's one of those weeks where you don't even know really why you're not feeling great. You're just not. And it's not even that I was feeling bad. I was just not. I was kind of like numb. Yeah, I don't know. It was just one of those weeks. They happen every now and then. I think they happen to everybody, but it's annoying when they happen because it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like controllable. What is a membership code? That is a great question. A membership code is if you get a kit, like if you were to purchase a, oh shoot, I forgot to add eyelashes. I'll go ahead and add eyelashes right now. I think we should do purple eyelashes. Purple or black? Chat, what do you think? Purple eyelashes or black eyelashes? I'll grab purple now, just to have one of them. There we go. Those are purple. Where's the black yarn though? There we go. Purple? Cool. Yeah, okay. We're getting a lot of purple. Cool. Let's do it. Great. So if you were to purchase any kit on our website, like any of them, they come with a little code in the kit that you can use as a membership code, and it gives you a membership to the website. So that's what the membership code is for. It's for that, so that like if you purchase any kits, you get a free membership. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're doing eyelashes. I'm gonna just go one stitch over from the eye right there and right there on the other side, and then we'll. I think just one eyelash will work. I could do a double, but... Ooh, we could make it eyeshadow instead. What do you think, eyelash or eyeshadow? Eyeshadow might give it more of like a sassy vibe. Whereas eyelash... I mean, honestly, we could do both. We could do eyeshadow with the purple, eyelash with the black. No, that might be a little too extra. It might make him look angry too. I don't like the idea of an angry fairy. We want a happy fairy. What's the point of being a fairy if you can't be happy? Well, that's not true. What's the point of being a fairy? It'd be cool. It'd be fun being tiny. Like that. Ooh, that kind of looks nice. It's a little subtle though. Maybe we do add the black. Maybe it's black and purple, because you almost can't even tell that it's there. What do you guys think? Do we put black over? Maybe like one little strand of black that goes under the purple there to kind of like accentuate it. Here, let me get real close. See, because you can kind of barely see it. It kind of blends in with the blue. What do you think? Well, you know what? I'll go ahead. I'm just going to double knot this purple right now, and then if you guys think we should add another like small strand of black, I don't need to do a whole piece of yarn of black, but just like a little bit might be nice. Hey Celia, how you doing? Hope you're having a great week. How you been? Love the kitty cat thumbnail, very cute. A little black under. Okay, cool. Mindy agrees, so does Zoe. Neat. I think it's worth a shot, definitely. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and just mimic what I did on this side on the opposite side too, and then we'll come back and add the black under it. I got a little yarn sticking out there. I need to find where that's coming from and fix it. There it is. I see it. I see ya. Nice try. Very nice try, Mr. Yarn. But I will get you. You can't get away from me. There it is. Nice. Good fix. Jules is dry. By the way, Jules says hi. Told me to tell the stream. She says hi. She is driving to LA today to look at a house listing, and we probably can't afford it. It's like barely even close to what we can afford because everything is too expensive, and turns out crocheting is not the most lucrative business in the world. Huh, who would have thought? But we're looking at homes right now just because we need to move. We live right now in like a suburb in California, and it's nice. I like our home itself a lot. There's not really much to do in this town. There ain't much to do in this here town. It just can be a little bit boring. And Jules really wants to get into acting a lot more, and it's pretty much impossible to do where we're currently at. So we're looking to move a little bit closer to the city, even though I never wanted to live in LA, and neither did she, but you know, times change, life changes. Yes, Celia, that is exactly the plan. So until I have a bunch of these custom dinos that I need to crochet for Lava Run. They're as rewards for Lava Run. So everybody who purchased the game had the option to also support and get a customized dinosaur with it. So that's what I'm making these for. And I thought, oh, that'll be fun to do on a live stream. I actually have a specific custom request that I wanted to do, but I realized that it wasn't going to make a very good live stream. That was the point today, was to make that very specific customized one that someone requested. What do we think? Does that help? I think it does, kind of. It kind of overshoots the purple, though. Maybe I can get the purple a little bit more above the black like that. That's kind of nice, right? Yeah, what do you think, chat? I think it's kind of nice. It's like she's got little like mascara on or something. Miguel, thanks for subscribing, dude. I super appreciate that. Really appreciate it. You just subscribed too. You are fresh to the channel. Well, just so you know, we have probably like 4 times as many videos and tutorials on the website, clubcrochet.com. So if you like some of the patterns on the YouTube channel, you probably want to check out the site, because there's a whole butt ton more. I come out with new ones like very, 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 very often. All right, we're gonna do another eyelash over here. Yeah, it helps. You like the black? Okay, cool. Glad you agree, Richie boy. When will Lava Run be shipped? Thank you for asking. Lava Run will be shipped in early June. I'm hoping even earlier than that, and I'm really trying to get it as soon as possible. My distribution company that I'm working with for this project is hoping actually to get it out by the end of April, but there are hidden reasons why that might not happen. Just like little things that I can't anticipate, like tariff stuff, and just like, you know, we're shipping a lot of these kits out. There was over 1,500 people ordered the game, so there's quite a lot to figure out and a lot of logistics. So it could be later than the end of April, and so that's why I'm saying early June is expected in early June. And if it gets there earlier, that'll be cool. You know what I mean? And by the way, if you are in this and you have any other questions about Lava Run or really anything at all, even if you have questions about my crochet patterns or like specific techniques, feel free to ask. It is a good opportunity to help you out here. So yeah, it's very subtle there, the black that we added, but I do think it actually helps a lot to just enunciate the eyelash there. We'll kind of fix that one up a little bit. I kind of goofed it right there. It's pretty good. And then on this side, it's even more subtle on that side, so maybe I can just kind of separate the two a little bit. Pretty good though. I like her. She's looking good. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. Where was I in the pattern? I should probably use the check marks that I have here. Let's use those. So, okay, so we sewed those on. And we did the second round there. Okay, so I'm on round 7. of the crochet pattern. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, thanks for saying that, Celia. I'm really, did I get your email about the badges, Jillian? You know what? I probably did. Like I said, I had kind of a week, so I didn't respond to emails nearly as quick as I wanted to, and then they kind of piled up. So my goal, to be honest with you, Jillian, is to go through all my emails from last week tonight. And I do this thing. So I am a super ultra night owl. I think it's kind of one of the reasons why I've been a little bit bumming this week, is because I'm really, really trying to fix my sleep schedule, because normally my sleep schedule is I go to bed at like, honestly, it's been like 5 a.m. recently, and then wake up at like noon. So I still get like 7 hours of sleep, but it's not, you know, half the day is gone. Half of everybody else's day, at least, is gone. And personally, I really like those that time a lot, because there's something about going to bed or like being up and working or whatever I want to do when everybody else is asleep is really nice to me. I really like that time of the day. It just feels like uninterrupted creativity, you know, like I just get to get into the flow, and I get a lot of work done like really fast. But it's something I'm trying to pull back on and control a little bit better, and I'm having a really difficult time doing that personally, because I've been living in this time zone stuff for like freaking 12 years now. I've lived like that, so it's kind of like I'm having a difficult time adjusting, and I think it's affecting my mood a little bit. But why did I say that? Oh, so what I usually do long story short, what I usually do on Sundays is I will respond to a bunch of emails, but I'll schedule them to go out at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. So people get my emails and they don't think that I'm they think that I'm awake at that time. It makes me feel I think it works out better for everybody when I do it like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. So expect an email back from me probably early tomorrow. If you don't hear from me early tomorrow, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, Jillian. I think I like barely saw your email, and then probably was like, "What? Yeah, I'll get to that," and then fell back asleep. So sorry about that, but I promise I will respond. What I usually do is I'll look at an email and then I'll mark it unread so that I don't forget to respond to it later. Yeah. New thing that just dropped on. Whoa, really? I do an arm here? Wow, that's early for an arm. Okay, cool. Usually what I do, or I'm sorry, a new thing that just came out recently on Apple is you can schedule texts now, which basically just means I get to do the same thing with text messages, which again isn't very good. I probably need to pull back and fix my stuff a little bit, but it does help me respond to people at a time when they're actually going to look at my email, and I don't have to wake them up in the middle of the night because I remember to email them at 3 in the morning. Chain 2, pull tight, slip stitch in the same stitch, and then slip stitch 1 in the last chain. Cool. So we made a little arm here. Hey, look at that little arm. Yeah, see, Square Kitty has got their husband is on the same sleep schedule as me, and it's tough, right? Like, it's tough for everybody a little bit. Like, it just makes things more difficult for anybody that doesn't. Especially, it makes it difficult to explain to people. Like, I don't know. I feel the judgment from people. Ooh, okay, stayed up late. You're not getting enough sleep. And I'm like, I'm getting enough sleep. I'm just not on your schedule. And I have a hard time finding a good doctor's appointment time. Because, yeah. Doesn't matter. It's a whole thing. But I'm working on trying to pull it back a little bit this week. I think I'm trying to just basically do 1 hour at a time. Pull back 1 week at a time. So this week was making sure I'm in bed by 3 a.m. instead of 4 a.m. And if I can get that more on schedule, then I'll pull it back again to 2 and go from there. I also know that it won't be long. It won't be long, yeah. No, but it won't be long until I'm in a baby mode and having a kid. And if I'm having a kid, I cannot do the sleep schedule. I think it actually will be a little bit helpful to have one of the two of us that stays up late with the kiddo. If they're having a hard time sleeping, like I won't have a problem with that. But I definitely am going to have to wake up early with a kid and stuff. So I'm trying to like think about that ahead of schedule. I mean, I'm not gonna be a dad tomorrow, but I'm 33. It's not that long. It's not that long from now. We're not trying. I'll say that too. We're not in the midst of trying to have a baby. I'm just preparing myself so that when I am in that mode, it will be a little bit easier. Is my legal last name Loops now? Not yet. We are working on that though. That is definitely something that I'm trying to that we also need to resolve before baby times. Ooh, Jimbo just sneezed. Big ol' snot rocket. I heard it, buddy. You all right? Just gobbled it up. Disgusting. Disgusting. 2, 3, 4. Around the arm here. 5. And then 6 would be right here. That's very planning ahead like that is very me. Hi buddy, what's up? You okay? Yeah? You want to say hi to the stream again? No, you just want to rub up against my legs? Okay, well you're very cute and very sweet. We got a new I got a new thing this week for Jimbo. Yeah, you want to tell him about it or do you want me to? You know what? I'll do the talking since you can't speak English. I got him a little it's a bird feeder that is on the outside of the window. Hey, that's my leg, bud. I need that for walking and stuff and standing up. Hey, stop. Okay, fine. Here. Ugh. Jimbo wants to say hi. He's very adamant about it. Say hi again. Okay? Sometimes I just need to hold him like this for like 30 minutes. We'll get work done. I'll get work done with one hand. I'll just be like typing away while I hold him and he meow or and he purrs in my ear. Yes, hi buddy. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Okay. Chill. His name is actually Jiminy Cricket because he's my conscience. But his name is Jimbo. We realized it pretty quick that we can't be calling him Jiminy Cricket all the time. So we call him Jimbo. And he's got actually I went to a show last week. I forgot. I missed the increase, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It's increased 2 here. 1. And then another one in the same stitch right here. Yeah. Okay. And then 1 right here. Right? Yeah, we're good. Okay. What was I saying, bud? We got interrupted talking about your new bird feeder, which we'll talk about in a second. We talked about your name. Well, I lost track of what I was saying, but oh, Jiminy Cricket. Was it Jimbo? Was it we talking about? Oh yeah, we went to a show last week for a band called Squirrel Nut Zippers. Hey, don't. That's not edible. That's the microphone cord. No, I'm sorry. You can't chew on that. That's a microphone cord. No one's gonna hear me if you bite that up. Stop. Hey. Stop. No. There we go. We went to a band. We saw a band this week called Squirrel Nut Zipper. They're a swing dancing band. They're actually really cool. I like them a lot. If you haven't listened to Squirrel Nut Zipper, I highly recommend it. They're a very fun band. It's like a big band, which is like a band that you swing dance to. And I'm a big fan of them, but we found out that the lead singer's name is Jimbo. Goes by Jimbo also. And I was like, oh my gosh, Jimbo! Jimbo, there's another Jimbo! 1, 2, increase. Here we go. 2. And 2 here. And 1 or 2 in a row. But yes, the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys about was that we got Jimbo a new toy. Oh my gosh, he's on the ground playing with a dragon right now. It's so cute. We got Jimbo a new toy, which is a, I should tell them that it's not just for you. It's also for Phoebe. That's our other cat. She's just much quieter. But anyhow, so we got a bird feeder that goes on the window, and it's like a clear bird feeder. And my idea was, birds will come up and the cats will just sit there and watch the birds, and how cute. Oh my gosh, that'll be so sweet. Turns out we're not getting birds. We're getting squirrels. A lot of squirrels. So we get a squirrel, like at least 3 squirrels a day going over and trying to get in this bird feeder and jumping in and stealing seeds and stuff. And Jimbo just loves it and hates it. He's just like sitting there and he'll pounce at the window. It's really cute though. It's really, really cute. I feel bad, but it's really cute. 1, 2, and 3. All right, now we're at the worst part of this pattern. We need to make the legs. And I will say, the legs can be a little difficult in these patterns. So we're going to just take it 1 stitch at a time. 1 stitch at a time. That's part of the game show that we have going on here. Neck crack. Finger crack? Oh, we already did that. Always gotta be stretching. And by stretching, I mean cracking. All right, legs. Here we go. 1, 2. Let's fix this crochet hook because it's slipping. I need to glue this crochet hook really bad. I super glued it in to fix it, and then now the super glue is worn off, so I gotta fix it again. Or just get a new crochet hook. That's probably a better idea. And then I do 2 chains. And I work into this stitch right here. Okay, Jillian, good night. I hope you have a wonderful night. Tell Warren I say hi. Good luck. And yes, I'll be sure to post a picture of it on the Instagram, and there's a Lava Run Instagram too if you're not already following that one. But I'll be sure to post a picture when we have this finished. I'll take some shots at the end of the stream here. That's something I've been trying to do a little bit more, is take more, like after the live stream's over, to like take pictures and post some stuff online and stuff. But I've just been so bad at it that, I mean, these live streams can be kind of exhausting. I mean, I really, really love doing it, but once I'm done with it, I'm kind of tired of being under a hot light. So I go and I Like, okay, well, let's play some video games, or let's go chill and have a tea and hang out with the cat. But recently I've been like, oh, just what am I doing? I need to, like, as part of these live streams, part of it needs to be, I need to take pictures of the finished project, or else I lose focus and I forget to take a picture and I forget to post something online, because I hate posting on the internet. I'm so bad at posting on social media. It doesn't look like it, maybe, sometimes, but I'm telling you guys, it is, Instagram is hard. It's hard. It's hard to keep up with it. Does anybody else feel that way? It's like social media, it just kind of feels not good for us. Like, YouTube's one thing. I love YouTube. I love making videos on YouTube. I love doing these live streams. It's just consistently every single day posting on Instagram is like exhausting, dude. Alright, almost got the second leg done here. But you gotta post to Instagram because it's part of the game. And you gotta do that. It's like, oy, oy, oy. Oy, oy, oy. This song is fun. So I'm complaining so much in this live stream. I don't mean to complain so much. I got a good life. I got good pals here on the stream. How's everybody else been doing? Anybody got good news for this week? Spread some good news. What's your favorite thing that you created this week? And that could be something as crazy as I'm remodeling a house, like Zoe. Or it could be as simple as I wrote a letter to a friend. I am just curious on what your week has been like. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna increase right here. Dad's surgery went well. Oh, that's awesome, Kristen. That is very good news. That's super good news. Yeah, Witchy Boy. Yeah, that happens on Instagram. See what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that happens. All right, let me do a quick count here. And then these two connect together, right? So it's like those two, those two, those two, those two, those two. Just like that. And we sew it all together. So our Raptor's actually basically done. All we need to do is cut the yarn, pull it through, and now we can start finally customizing our Raptor. Now, I'm not going to stuff it closed yet because I definitely want to add wings before we stuff it closed. And we might want to sew on the Tutu, but we can always do that. Tutu's a little bit easier to do afterwards. Let's start with the wings, though. Actually, you know what? Let's do a vote for the Tutu. So we're going to basically crochet a little green Tutu, you know, Tinkerbell style. And we're going to vote on what shade of green. So we want to either do dark or light green. You know what? We need a third green. 1 second. Where's my other green? Here we go. Oh, actually, cyan could work too. What do you guys think? Do you think cyan would be fun? That might be fun. And maybe it's a little too close to blue, though. Yeah, you know what? It's too close to blue. And then we can vote between the greens and, you know, we'll toss pink in there too, because why not? Oh, that's funny. I totally thought you were talking about a house, though. That's hilarious. One second, just trying to find the green yarn. I think we're out. I think I need to get a new ball. So, but where did I put the green yarn? Okay. We'll open a new ball of this. I think I like this one more than this one. This one's really, really vibrant, and this one's more earthy. I think we're gonna go with the more earthy one. Plus, I'm almost out of this really vibrant one. Okay, so do we want sage green or dark green for the tutu? That's what we're gonna vote on. Sage or forest? Okay, so there you go. There's the vote. Sage green or forest green. We'll flip these around. This one is sage green. This one is forest green. Sage green or forest green for our tutu. That's what we're voting on right now. You guys go ahead and vote on that. In the meantime, I'm going to add wings. And we know we want to use white for the wings. I don't think there's any question there. And I think I'll probably just make something pretty simple when it comes to the wings. Like maybe we'll do, you know what, I'll do a little longer there of a tail end just in case we want to use it in a different way. And I don't think we need them too long. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains might be fine. So just about like that long. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I think what I'm going to do actually is we'll single crochet, maybe even slip stitch to the first. Yeah, we'll slip stitch to the first and then we'll single crochet to the next. And then I'm going to do like 3 half double crochets in the third one here and spin it around. There's one. So that way it's kind of like a rounded teardrop shape for these wings. 1, 2, and 3. I think 3 will be enough. And then we'll single crochet to the next one in the back of it like that. And then we'll slip stitch one into the last one right here. Let's see how that looks. Right? What do we think about that? It's not bad. That's not too bad for our wings. And it kind of even like flares out, which is nice. I think that works. I think that works. We're gonna go with it. And do I want to chain one and pull through? Let's do that. Cut here. And we'll chain one. Not with this end. This end. That, and just pull it all the way through. Okay, let's look at this. So there's our first wing. Just go right here. And then we'll do another wing on this side. Oh, but the wings, you know, we want the wings like this, so they kind of like flare out, not in. Which I think will give it more of a fairy look. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm going to make another one of those real quick. Dude, do I make dragons? Yes, I do, Isaiah. Here, I'll show you one. Sorry, Jimbo. This is Jimbo's toy right now. But, yes, here's a dragon that we've made in the past. I actually have little dragons, too, that I make. Sorry. Here's a little itty-bitty dragon that I made. I actually want to make more even littler ones using Amigurumi. Like, create a Amigurumi tutorial for it. I think would be a lot of fun. Yeah, we make little dragons all the time. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some new Bonimals soon too. We're gonna do a live stream, not next week, but the week after. We're gonna do a live stream Bonimal design along. I was talking to Cooper about that this week, so we're gonna be doing that pretty soon. 4. You passed a hard test in school. Well, congratulations, Paisley. That feels great. That's awesome. Congrats. Doom Kitty's making a Totoro amigurumi. Very cool. I had a dream that... Wow. I'm just remembering a dream last night that I had. I had a dream that I met Totoro, but he had a tail, and I was like, "You're not Totoro. Totoro doesn't have a tail." And he was like, "Oh, oh," and he ran away. Isn't that a funny dream? It's so silly. Like he got caught. Oh no! They know I'm not Totoro. Alright, we'll chain one there. Cut that and pull it through. Okay, so we got one wing, just like the two-winged gull. Sings a song. Sounds like she's singing. You know how seagulls sound. Here, let me do my best seagull impression. Ready? It's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Learning how to crochet. Well, welcome to your new addiction, Paisley. Truly, you are going to get addicted. In a good way, though. It's the best kind of addiction to have. A creative one. Alright, so we're going to take both these ends, thread them on our needle, and we're going to choose where we want this to go on the back. Okay, I guess we're going to thread one end at a time. Like that. And we're going to enter into the body from the same stitch for both of these. If I can get these in the right way. Okay. Did I go in through two different ways? No, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright, so we take this. We want it to be flaring outwards towards the back, so like that. And we'll go in through, we'll do one stitch here, one stitch there. And then on the other one, we'll do just like one stitch over from the arm. So one stitch there, maybe one stitch here. Or maybe even further back, like one there. But these ones definitely right here. So that, we'll do the inside one first. And when we pull it through, I'm going to pull it tight enough so that one of these two tail ends gets pulled out of our needle, and then the other one doesn't. Like this. Boop. So that one stays there. And I'll go up to the next spot with this other tail end. Like that. Pull it almost all the way through. Not quite, because we want to pull this knot tight enough so that it pokes through the body. So, like it is. Maybe. There, get that little knot in there. Then pull it up. Oh, maybe that's too far down. Yeah, that's too far down, isn't it? Okay, let's try this again. We want to put them both right here then. I guess what we'll do is like... maybe even through this one, and then through that one. Yeah. Okay, we'll do this a little bit easier then. We'll start with this internal, or this one stitch. That. And then one up above it right there. Like that, and oh shoot, I sewed it backwards. What a goober I am. I'm really goobering it right now. Let's try this again. One more time. Last try. Here we go. This song is weird. Feels like well, it does feel very fantasy though, right? It sounds like I'm gonna talk to like the fairy mafia. Will this stay in place though? Or do I need to like... Maybe I need to go through with this stitch. And then go around, we'll go around the outside of this one right here. Back in. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's nice. I like that. That's a good spot for one of the wings. And then we'll just do another one over this side. Perfect. I want spaghetti, says Zoe. I want spaghetti too. Paschetti. I want paschetti. Alright, and then we want the other wing over on this side. Just gonna do the same exact thing. This time we're doing it a little bit backwards. So this end goes to there. And then right here. I just don't want it too far over. I want it to kind of line up with the other arm. That's too close though. So right here and right there. Okay. And the next one we want to come out through, right? Maybe. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go this on the outside. We'll go around this stitch and back into the same spot. Okay. And then the wings will be on. And then we got to figure out how the heck we're going to do a tutu. And we also got to figure out the flowers on the head. And we also need to figure out the wand. How do we want to make a wand? I think the wand should be relatively easy. We might even use, I might even use just like a stick. And then we'll like paint the edge of the stick like yellow or something. That could work. Be a relatively easy way to do the wand. And I don't want to make too complicated of a wand just because like I feel like a fairy wouldn't have too complicated of a wand, you know what I mean? But hey, there's our fairy wings. Pretty cute, honestly. A Raptor. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to finish this vote, which has 35 votes. That's pretty good. I do like those wings. Those are very cute. Very cute. And kind of a unique way to make a wing. I don't think I've ever made ones like that. They're a little bit kind of messy, but they're not bad. The head looks a little crooked too, but I'll just kind of twist it like that and it'll be good. Okay, so let's end our poll for the wings. Or sorry, for the tutu. You guys chose forest green. So this one right here. Oh, my eye, I got an eyelash in my eye. Have a little coffee too. And next up, I need name suggestions. I think that's our last thing that we really need. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to... I'm going to make a Q&A. If I can. I don't know why. Sometimes it just doesn't even give me the option to do a Q&A. And I think this is one of those times. You know what I think it is? I think it's if it's on YouTube Shorts, I can't do Q&A. So, bummer, but that's okay. I can make this work. Name suggestions. Go ahead and just start rattling them off in the chat. And if you got a good name, it's going to be called a Raptor. Because Zoe is a pro and comes up with the best like name types. But I'm going to go ahead and write down any good name suggestions that you guys have. And I will choose my 4 favorite, and then we'll vote on those 4 favorites. So if you got a good name idea for our little raptor here, go ahead and toss it in the chat as soon as you can. Oh, see? Paisley comes out the gate swinging with Pixel. What a perfect name for a fairy. Pixel? That's perfect. So we got number 1 down there, Pixel. Keep them coming. All right, next up, let's go ahead and crochet the tutu. We want it to go over the legs. I think it... And maybe if I can make it like kind of loopy. Okay, so what if I did it like... Let's see, how many stitches will we have to work with? If we start it here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stitches to work with. So if I chain like 15-ish, and then I slip stitch to the first chain that we made to make a, oh, periwinkle. Jillian, you are so bad at going to sleep. You should really go to bed. But I am writing that down. Periwinkle. And we've got, ooh, Azura leaf scale? Sure. Leaf scale. Why not? Let's write it down. Hold on, I missed one. Shimmer and Petunia. Love those. Shimmer. Shimmer's really good. And Bluebell. Man, you guys are rattling them off. And Verity. And Jessie Shayla. I feel like that's someone specific's name, Blair. Is it? Or did you just come up with that? That's a funny name. Shayla. And hold on. Verity. Fairy Dino Mother. I'll write it down. Mother. Am I missing any here? Oh, Bluebell. No, I wrote Bluebell. Shimmer. Zura. Oops. I lost my spot there. Love Pixie. Pixie's on there. Oh, just Pixie. I like Pixel more than Pixie. So I will say, I think we're going to go with Pixel over Pixie Paisley, but I write it down regardless. Yeah, you guys are hot with names tonight. Clover. Blair's like, we didn't get to name the last week we made a or not last week, 2 weeks ago we made a triceratops that was a 4-leaf clover, and we didn't get to name it Clover, so I think they're throwing that name in there. I don't know. I like the name though. Clover's a good name for this one. Shingy, sure. Rutella. Ooh, from Oz. Oh, from from Legend of Zelda? Rutella. Was that one of the goddesses from Legend of Zelda? Oh my gosh, I love that one. That one's such a long name, but it's so perfect. Calalite. The Moonflower. Wow, you guys are really... Like, look at all these names. We can only choose 4 of these, okay? So... Bluey. I like Bluey. And Miguel. You want to say... Sure, why not? We'll add Miguel on this list. Oops, there we go. That's funny. Marita? Fairy Mern? Lunar? Ooh, I like that name a lot. What about Luna? Miguel, what if we drop the R and it's just Luna? That could be good. Bella? Bella, rather? Bella? I think I got everybody's here. Margarita! Margarita's fun. Margarita sounds like a good name for a goblin, too. Pepper? Like that. My brother-in-law's dog's name is Pepper. Lily. I love Lily. Lily Petaluna? Okay. Yeah, actually, Petaluna alone might be better. Okay, so I'm going to drop the R for you. Here you go. Rue Willow the Blythe. Okay. Rue Willow the Blythe. That is so metal. Okay. How will we choose? That's a great question. I'm going to choose my 4 favorites, which is going to be really hard. But then after we choose my 4 favorites, you're going to vote on your 4. I think we have enough names for me to work with, though. I don't think we need any more names. Unless you got a really, really good one in the chat. If you got a good one in the chat, go for it. But if you don't, it's okay. We got a lot. Save them for next stream. Not that they, unless you got a good one. Your dog's name is Pepper too. That's cute. Okay, so we got 50. I think if I chain 15 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 15. And I can either just connect them with the slip stitch here and start creating it on the outside of these chains, or I could just create it and then sew it together to make it into a circle. It might be a little bit easier for me. Yeah, let's go with the easier route. I'm gonna not connect it with the slip stitch, and we're going to try to make it a little bit easier for us. So here's my plan, is I'm going to chain, to make this tutu, I'm gonna make it kind of like leaves, like all along this chain. And I'm gonna do that by chaining 1, 2, let's do 3 chains, and then I'll skip those 3 chains and I'll slip stitch to the, we'll go into the back of these chains like this, like that, and then we're just gonna slip stitch to the back of it like that, and we're just gonna do that for, maybe I should do that 2 in a row. Slip stitch 2 and then do another one. Yeah. Okay, we'll try 2 slip stitches in a row between each of these. So it's supposed to be like this. Okay, let's just try it. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna slip stitch to the same one, and then slip stitch 1 into the next stitch over right here. You know what? The first one I should have just done a regular slip stitch. Yeah, we're gonna undo that. So, boom, 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. 2 is fine. Right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I gotta stand up straight. I gotta work on my posture. I feel like we all need to work on our posture. I feel like humans weren't supposed to be bipedal or something. I don't know. Like we weren't done evolving, and like our backs are like you're supposed to be walking on all 4s still, and we're like, yeah, but are we? 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch to the same stitch, like that. See, so it'll go like down, and then we'll slip stitch 1 to the next one, and then I'll just keep repeating that. So slip stitch 1, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch to the same stitch, and then slip stitch 1 into the next stitch. All worked into the back loop so that would give us more to sew on with. And then I'm just hoping that this creates kind of like a cute little frilly thing going on there. Hey, you know what? That might look pretty good, right? I think that'll look pretty good. Yeah, why does everything hurt? Exactly, Doom Kitty. 3, slip stitch. Okay, and then 1 into the next stitch. And then 1 to the next stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then slip into the same stitch. That. let's give it a look on what it'll look like here. So this, imagine it's in the front here. These go down. I might end up sewing some of these down a little bit so that they like kind of stay a little cuter there. But honestly, that looks, I think that's gonna look pretty good. They're gonna definitely look like a little flower fairy. That's gonna be cute. Oh, and we gotta make the flower crown. I forgot about that. That's gonna take us a second too. What time is it? Ooh, we're almost at the time limit that I thought we were going to be done at. So I'll give myself another 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Can I teach you how to chain? I absolutely can, Paisley. So the first thing you want to make is a slip knot. A slip knot is kind of the way that most chains begin. Do you know how to make a slip knot already? Or do you need help with that part too? 1, 2, 3. I can help you after I finish this little bit here. We do also have video tutorials, by the way, Paisley. I mean, I'll show you here, but we have I created an insane amount of video tutorials to teach every single like aspect of crocheting, called Crocheting 101. You can find it on our YouTube channel. And those ones might be great for getting like detailed instructions, and you can pause it and play it and stuff like that. So just a thought, but I'll show you how to still do chains in just a moment. I'll slip stitch to this one right here. All right, so there is our, I believe there is our tutu. See, it kind of already goes in a circle like that. It looks kind of cool actually as is. You know how to make a slip knot. Okay, perfect. Perfect, that will save us some time. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna cut. I'm leaving a long end here so that I have something to actually sew it onto the body with. And then I'm gonna create a chain, right? No, I'm just gonna pull it out, pull it through. Just gonna pull all this through. And we'll start sewing this onto the body in just a second. But let's first teach Paisley how to do a chain. Okay, so we're gonna make a slip knot real quick. Here is how to do a chain, Paisley. You get your crochet hook into this slip knot. Let's move this guy out of the way so it focuses on the right spot of my hands. And we want to pull it just tight enough so that it goes around the crochet hook, but you want it to be not so tight that you can still move it on the crochet hook like this. Okay? Now, with it in your hand, you want it between these 3 fingers like that, but with your index finger loose so that you can kind of go under it and pinch the tail end of your piece. You always want to use your index and thumb to pinch close to the bottom of where the chain is, and you'll keep moving that grip up as you go. It'll make chaining way easier so that it doesn't keep spinning around, because that can be the problem with chaining, is if you keep going and you're not holding it down, it'll start spinning in a circle and it'll be hard to see where your chains are. Even if for an advanced crocheter like me, if that happens, it gets complicated. Okay, but let's say we're gripping it really close here. You want to take your crochet hook facing, with the hook part facing downwards towards the yarn, and we're going to take it and we're going to yarn over the crochet hook. So we're going to take our hand here, and with this working yarn, we're going to place it over the crochet hook, but while I'm still gripping it here, so like this. So I'm going over the crochet hook like that. Once it's on the crochet hook and in the hook itself, we reposition our grip so that it's really close to the bottom of where that loop is, like really close. So everything is really tightly together like that. And we're going to pull this loop through the loop on our crochet hook. The best way to do that so that you don't accidentally split the yarn, which is when you kind of accidentally go through half of the yarn and it makes it hard to work with. I'll add Darla to the names, by the way. Is you want to pull this through the loop by twisting it to kind of line up with the hole. See, so I'm like lining it up with the hole and scooping it. You want to really scoop it through like that. So scoop, and that's a chain. That's it. That's literally all you have to do. You just do that over and over. So now I re-grip it so it's closer to the bottom of that loop. I yarn over with the yarn, and I twist it to line up with the hole, and I scoop it through. There's 2. Over the crochet hook, reposition my grip, twist and scoop. Hook, grip, twist, scoop. Hook, grip, scoop. Hook, grip, scoop. Hook, grip, scoop. Hook, grip, scoop. And that's how you make chains. I hope that helped. I will do, yeah, let me know if that helps. Farla and Darla? I'll add them both. I'll add both those names. Those are both fun names. Yes, do you like those names too, Jimbo? Jimbo's like, you said you'd be done at 5 and we could play. Okay, so we got Farla and, was it just Darla? Yes, Darla. Okay, how's that? Boop. Random thought. Ellie Donnie has a random thought, Jimbo. Let's see what she says. What if you make your brontosaurus with 3 necks and heads? Definitely needs to put rocks in the tail or stomach, but I like that idea a lot. Do you mean that the long neck brontosaurus or the little tiny brontosaurus? Either way, I think that's a really fun idea. It kind of looked like a hydra, which would be a lot of fun. Like, you know that character in Zelda, the enemy? What's the enemy called in Zelda, Jimbo? No, you're thinking... No. You're thinking of the Gorgon. That's a different thing. No, I don't think that's what it's called, buddy. There's like a 3-headed dragon in Zelda. You'll figure it out. Okay, let's go ahead and just start sewing on this here. I'm going to thread the inside yarn first as like a placement holder. And maybe I should stuff this up before I do this. It might make our life a little bit easier. I probably should have sewn this on before the wings too, but we didn't do that, so that's just the way it's gonna be. Okay, so it's gonna go like this, and I'm gonna embroider down some of these so that they kind of hold down a little bit more too. Looks a little jungly, but I think it'll be really cute still. All right, so we want to start with the start, which I think we're going to start it in the back while still lining up with the legs. So it's going to go up to there and over to here. So I'm going to start it here like that. And then with this other one, we're going to go up to, let's go up to here with it. Right? Or should we go around? Actually, you know what? Let's go around this. That. And then thread it onto our needle, hopefully, so that all these ends come on, get it. Oh, splitting all this yarn. Farla was a typo? Well, it's on the list now, Miguel. And now we're gonna name him Farla. Sounds like a farting. It sounds like when a fairy farts, it's called a Farla. And we're gonna go back around this and into that stitch, and then into where we want to begin sewing this on, which is start right there. Okay, so that's our beginning. Our end. There's our other end. So hopefully those 2 stitches won't be too far away from each other. I worry they will be. You know what? Maybe I'll. You know, I'm gonna fix this here. Maybe I won't fix it. Oh no, I will. I just had a loop out in a weird way. All right, let's try this again. Oh yeah, Miguel, please don't post the same thing over and over. I'll add that Starlk. I'll add it to the list, but just don't spam the chat too much, just because it can be really hard for me to go back and see other people's stuff. It's all good. Okay, now I'm just gonna go around. So we're gonna go into this stitch here, and I'm gonna just sew it on like best I can. I'm not gonna kind of like go too detailed with this because I don't think anybody's gonna see like too much of the details when I'm sewing this on. We're just gonna take it 1 stitch at a time, and I'm gonna work into the top of these loops like this. And then, you know, I'll come back around to sew on any, like to sew down any of these leaves. We'll come back around to the outside too. You know, I actually am glad I'm doing this before we stuff it closed. I think it's gonna make our life a little bit easier. All right, the next one I want sewn on, let's go like right here. Right next to the leg, maybe? If I can find where that stitch is. Looks pretty good. Go into this stitch, like that. Boom. And then in, down to here. Oops. Maybe I should keep the things embroidered down while we're going around instead of coming back around to the out. We'll just take it one stitch at a time. We'll figure it out. Let me write those names down before I forget. We got Tanker. That's an interesting name. You don't need to repeat it. I see it. Tanker, and Miguel said Starla. Right? Starla, yes. What time is it there? It is 5:02 for me right now. Once I finish embroidering this on, by the way, I'll choose our names and we'll go ahead and start voting on names as I make our flower crown and the wand. I actually realized that I have what do I have? You can do this, Louie. Just use your brain. I have one of those. Nope, toothpicks. I got toothpicks. I got colorful toothpicks that I think will work for our wand. And it'll let us choose what color we want our wand, which will be really cute too. It looks like these are actually kind of automatically getting embroidered down a little bit, but let's go ahead and just to make sure, we'll embroider down at least the ones in the front, like this. You know, that way we can just at least make sure the front ones are embroidered down a little bit. I do want to create a bit of a gap in between the two. And we'll go upright, like maybe like that one. Okay, around that stitch, back into the inside. Pretty good. Yeah, I like that. We'll just keep going around. Next part that we want to sew down, we'll go right after the leg here. And alright, we've almost actually already got this fully sewn on. Sorry, posture, Louis, posture. I need, there's like these things you can get online that like will zap your back if you're not sitting in the right posture. I feel like I need one of those. Fix that wing a little bit. She's looking pretty cute. Next stitch will be, let's go with this one right here. And actually this will be the last one too. And then I think we'll just sew it closed after this. We're strangling our little fairy. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna embroider down this one too, since it's right here. Embroider down, sew down. I don't know why I call it embroidering down. That. And yeah, I think that's pretty good, right? It might be nice to add like a little bralette or something, but I don't know if she really needs it. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, let's just double knot these together. And let's choose our 4 favorite names, and we'll vote on that. Raylan is a good name, too. I'll add that down also. Okay, let me write that down real quick. Raylan. There were some other ones. May. I like May. Wow, look how many names we have, though. Raylan. Where did Raylan go? And May. And Kirsten. And... oh my gosh, Blair has... You've given so many names, Blair. I think you got enough. Ooh, Tinker's really cute too, actually. Tinker is good. I guess it's kind of a little too close to Tinkerbell, but... and Mayflower. Okay. I'm going to choose my 4 favorite now. That's enough names. I need my 4 favorite. Honestly, the first one is so good, though. I can't remember who did that one, but I really like that one. That one's pretty good, too. I like that one. Oh, this is so hard to choose. Wait, what color is this? Hold on. Oh, that's a good name. Oh gosh, that's 5 though. Okay. All right, I've got my 5. I got my 4 names rather. Here we go. Name our Velociraptor. Okay. In order of submission. Two more. Okay. Name choices are in there. Gosh, there's a lot of good names here, though. Runners up, by the way. Like, all these were so good. I'm going to save these names for future creations, too, because they're so good. And it was really hard to choose. Thank you all so much for your submissions and just being cool in the chat. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to sew our character closed, and then we can add our fairy hat and then a little wand. That's all we need, though. We're almost done with it. So let's go ahead and sew it closed first, though, to start us off. And you know what? These name suggestions are going to might change what we end up choosing for our colors of our flowers at the top, too. I just realized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be there, so it would be this one to this one, I believe. I believe in nothing. Boom. Tighter. And then those two, and those two, then those two. Perfect. It's gonna work perfect even. Perfect even. I do this voice to Jules all the time. She thinks it's so funny. I'll go, boys. Like he's like a mafia, like, henchman or goon that's trying to... I do a mafia henchman goon that's trying to ask for time off to go on vacation. And they go, hey, boys, We was wondering if maybe... Well, we've been working kinda hard. And... Well... and I'll just do that for like stupid long. It's so funny. But it's not, but it is. Alright. That... That's our tail. And now we just need to sew it closed. But before we do that, let's add a little stuffing to it, because if we forget, then they'll be understuffed. Oh, I get to name it too. Boom. Soup is life? Why? Oh, because you're eating soup. Got it. Lou, you are so weird. Appreciated. I do. It does kind of sound like Teddy from Bob's Burgers. You're kind of right. Someone said they were planning a D&D campaign today, way earlier on, and I never commented on it, but that's really cool. If you're still in the chat, whoever was doing that, tell us more about that, because that sounds neat. I am a big D&D fan. Oh my gosh, I need to tell you guys about my new character in D&D. Oh, I can't believe I haven't told you guys about this yet. So I have a brand new character in my friend's D&D campaign. We play on Tuesdays, and I really like this character a lot. You can't see it, Holly? Here, this is what we're making. Is that what you're asking? Can't see what we're making right now? Right there. Boop-a-doo. There's our cute little wings. Our cute little thing. Yeah. Anyhow, sorry. So if you have been paying attention to, if you've heard me talk about my D&D characters in the past, you'll know that I really like to make the weirdest characters possible for D&D. Yeah, hi Jimbo. Oh my gosh! Hold on. Wait. Oh, it's all over me. Hold on. Oh my god, Jimbo. Did you get it all? Oh gosh, it's... Ew. Jimbo just sneezed all over me. This thing is covered in boogers now. I know. Come over here, buddy. Wow, that was a lot. Yeah. Good job, dude. Okay. I'm in the middle of something though, buddy. Ew. Actually, ew. Did you hear the cat sneeze? It was very loud. And it was an insanely big booger. I've never sneezed that big of a booger in my life. It was so gross. Okay, back to this. Dude, that was such a nasty booger. That was crazy, dude. Do you feel better, though? You look like you feel a lot better. Ugh, that was so gross. It was so nasty, dude. Okay, and then we're gonna go right into this stitch right here to keep it closed. And then we'll just hide this end. Kristen, you were the one planning the game. They said that it's not D&D, it's actually a game called Mothership. It's basically took all the sci-fi books, threw them in a blender, and word vomited the page to make quick little one-offs. That sounds so cool. It sounds like Do you ever watch Dimension 20 from Dropout? There's a show on that called Starlink or Stargate or Star something. I don't know. It seems like a similar kind of vibe there. That's really cool. I love that. Love that. I'm gonna look into that the game called Mothership. That sounds really neat. Okay. Anyhow, where was I? Oh yeah, my new D&D character. So I wanted to play. They wanted it to be themed around like creepiness and like spooky things, and I don't do spooky creepy. I do funny silly usually. So my character, his name is Glick, which is short for his longer name, and it's not really they're not hims, it's a they and we because it's actually a collection of slugs. it hold on. It's my character is a collection of slugs that live in the host body of a human. And so it's just like a bunch, and so they walk around like the creature from Men in Black. The one that talks like this and it walks like that. He kind of does that. So that's my character. He's like a weird collection of slugs, and it's so funny. I really, really, really like the character a lot. It's a really fun character to play because I'm just consistently like trying to pretend that we're not a that Glick is a human. So I'm like, oh yeah, we're human. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's so funny. It's like a 10 out of 10 on the character, for the character for me. All right, it looks kind of like Periwinkle might win the name choice. So I'm gonna go and grab some purple for the. We're gonna go with this color for the. Maybe that's a little too dull. Maybe we'll try a little darker of the purple. That one. Oh, that's the ticket. And we'll just make a bunch of flowers to go over the head. My problem here is that these consistently are becoming tangled when I use them, and I can only use them for one project, and then I'm like, oops, I messed up the thing again. So how do you use these so that they don't come tangled up? Anybody know? We're just gonna start it by like doing it like this. Let's take a little bit at a time. And we'll just do it slowly and not tangle it up. Maybe this is the right way to do it. I don't know. All right. But we're just going to make a bunch of these. We're just going to use this to make a bunch of little flowers. All right. Pull that tighter. And then we'll sew this onto the top. 1, 2. We'll do double. And then we'll chain 1 and slip stitch 1. I'm going to do that 5 times around for each one. So 1, 2, double, chain 1, slip stitch. There's 2, double, chain 1, slip stitch 1. There's 3. You use your yarn winder. Oh, that could work. That just kind of makes sense, I guess. I could do that after the stream. 2, double, chain 1, slip stitch 1. Pull it tight. And is that too big of a flower? What if I just did 2 flowers? With like... No, maybe that's too silly. Hold on. Let's cut this and see how it looks. I mean, that's a really... I'm not gonna lie. That's a really crazy cute flower. But... Put that inside here. My problem might be that this is a little too big, so I might want to even make it smaller than that. However, here's my alternative ideas. What if I do just 2 of these, and we do one right here, and we do one right there, instead of doing a whole flower crown? Or maybe even just one. We could even do hair through it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of think just 2 flowers would be really cute, though. Just one on either side of the head. One right there. One right there. I can even do like a yellow dot in the center of the flower to make it look even flowerier. How do we feel about that, you guys? In the meantime, I'm going to make one more of those just because I do like that flower. And I know I can while I'm waiting for you guys' feedback. Just gonna be careful with this to not knot everything up. Not. Oopsies. I think we're becoming a little... Oh yeah, we're definitely getting a little complicated here. Hold on. This music's fun. Whatever we're listening to right now. There we go. Fixed it. I can feel it. There it is. Oh, I think Jules is home from going to see that house. Wonder how it is. Why don't we just pull it through this way? That might help us untangle things too. There we go. That. And I'm getting so extra on this one, but that's okay. All right. Let's crochet that second flower real quick. What do you guys think? Do you think it's cool to do 2 flowers instead of just a whole bunch of flowers? I think it's a good idea. Double. Slip stitch. Two flowers works? Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys agree. I think it's a good idea. And then we'll just use a bouillon knot or something to create a little yellow in the center of the flowers, which I think will add a little I think they'll be a little cuter that way. I keep forgetting I want to start like setting up another camera when we're doing these live streams so that I could record this process and create like a short from it. But I always forget to do that. One, two, three, four, five. Boom. This song is so video gamey. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I want to cut. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get these sewn on the head here. 1, 2. Very fairy. And then we'll add a little yellow in the center, and then we'll add a magic wand, and then we'll be good. I think that'll be that. Getting out of town. Oops, I dropped their flower. Okay. So one here, and we'll go out here. One in the stitch next to it right here, out in the same spot. Nice. That's cute. Okay. Double knot these. Might use even like bigger than just thread to add on the... I know, Jimbo. Jimbo's bummed because I think Jules, when she came home, locked him out. But that's okay. We don't need a Jimbo distracting us anymore. We are nearly done. Dropped that flower, but I don't know where it dropped. Oh, here it is. What do you call a queen on a ladder? Her Highness. That's funny. Is that really the answer? Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's funny. Okay, and this one's gonna go same kind of spacing, but right there. So one in here, and then one in there. Stitch up and out. Isn't this dope? Okay, let's just take a second to just zoom out a little bit and acknowledge that we just created this crazy, like, three-dimensional creature. You know, it's got like a personality. Like, it's a thing. This is a thing. And it was made out of yarn. Like, what? And we made this. It's just so cool. Sometimes you just need to, like, acknowledge that that's freaking awesome. It's so cool. It's hard to acknowledge. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard, you know? Like, you get lost in it when you're making it. But then you realize, oh yeah, that's right. We made something out of like nothing. How cool is that? And it's like physical, and we can hold it. All right, now we just need some yellow to add a little bit of, we'll just use this yellow, I think. This way we can just add a little bit of something in the center of the flowers. Would I rather step in dog poo every 5th step you take, or get hit with bird poop every 30 seconds. I guess the dog poop, and then I would just be in a wheelchair. I think that's a better move to me. Just never step anymore. Honestly, actually, I might be down just to like... Wait, how do we feel about this? Look, I'm going to pull it almost all the way out like that. How do we feel about just having like a little bit in like that? So we don't even like... Honestly, we don't even sew it in. We just keep it out like that. Oh, that's really... I actually really like that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And I'm just going to have this end. Pull this out a little bit. We're going to have this end go back in and come out to the other side. It should stay in place. This will be really easy to add too. Because then it looks actually like the center of a flower also, which is nice. There we go. Pull tight, pull tight. Cool. All right, let's cut these close. Too close. Right there's fine, and right there. And I'll just kind of push them in a little bit. That's so cute. It almost looks like little bits of hair, but it's also just a flower. Oh my gosh. Dude, this fairy's so cute, dude. Oh my god. Velociraptor. All right, they just need a wand. And then I need to know what you guys named it. Her. All right, so here's what I got for our wands. I think we got a yellow wand. And we need a little bit of a different look on the tip of the yellow wand. We need to obviously cut it tinier. I thought I had a Sharpie. You can use this Sharpie. And we're going to start by cutting the tip of the wand a little bit shorter. Or so it's not as pointy, rather. Kind of like that. And it's going to go about, I would probably say about that long. We're just going to score it right there. And we'll put it into our little gal's hands, like this. Through a couple of stitches. Boom. That. Jimbo is yowling. And then we'll cut it close here. Like that. Actually, I don't even think we needed that second one, but that's probably fine. And then we'll do a little bit. Actually, I got a couple ideas. First off, we're going to take a little bit of this thread, and I'll just like twist it around it a few times here. This probably should be on the bottom of the wand, though. All right, we're going to put this back in it. A second. I'm going to score the bottom of this again, just so it has somewhere for the yarn to like hold down into. Okay. And I'm just going to go around this a couple times. Ah. Double knot it to this other end, which I made way too short. One. And two. We're going to let those stay a little long. take this part, go up through the hand. Hold on. There. How's that? That's a nice little wand, and I gave it even little ends to make it more fairy-y. I think that works, and I'll do this too to be just the tip of it, so we can do just a little bit of coloring on the top. Almost looks like a pencil, but whatever. It's kind of nice. Gives a little something. And I think our fairy raptor, our Velociraptor is done. Let's give it a good look. Let's clean up our table a little bit here. We'll give it a good look, and we will choose our name too. And the poll. Beautiful name, perfect name, Periwinkle. Periwinkle the Velociraptor. I'm gonna trim this one just a little bit. Nice. She's so perfectly magical. I love her. I love that. That's so cute. All right, let's look at her a little closer here. Isn't that cool? I am very proud of that. I think she's very cute. Great suggestions from the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to be live again on Friday, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be making a brand new pattern, or we might be making gnomes. I'm not really sure, but we're going to be making something. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on Friday. Make sure to like this video down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss it when we come out with new videos like this one. And special thanks to our one tip today. I really appreciate it. And shout out to everybody that has a Club Crochet membership. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And she got cute little wings. Oh my gosh, she's so cute, dude. Very cute. All right, guys, thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you next Friday. Pasta la pizza. I'm going to make a little short for her right now, Celia, so thank you for reminding me. I'll do it literally right now. I don't know what to do for the short, though. I don't know. What? Any ideas? What should I do for a short for this? Other than just like a little picture. I'll think of something. Thanks again for watching, guys. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye. Oh my god, stop. You hang up first. Oh my gosh. No, you're making me blush. No, stop. You hang up first. Alright, guys. Bye.